Jamaica stand-up comedy poised to break into the international mainstream.
We don't send out tickets, so you're welcome.
One who is at the forefront of that thrust comes to our stage.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage. So much more than entertainment.
For some time now, Jamaican comedians have been knocking the door of the international mainstream comedy space. Where are they now with this effort?
You know, normally in Jamaica, I have been working one job, 18 years. When I come to the United States, 1 year, 18 jobs.
As reported, our guest in this segment is one of those at the forefront of this movement into mainstream by Jamaican comedians. We're talking about no other than Gunter. Right now, right here on our stage. Gunter, sir.
Gunter Nah Laugh reporting live.
Good to have you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me also, sir.
What are you doing in Jamaica? Are you Jamaican again?
Yeah, you don't know about Jamaica, so more than likely, I am a Jamaican. You know, when we come to Jamaica, we do vacation, we do pleasure, we do performances. So we have all of that bundled up in one big thing, so that's why I'm here right now.
So you're doing all of those, all of the above. For how long will you be here?
I'll be here for 1 week.
Only 1 week you're doing all of that?
1 week. You know, I have a 9 to 5, you know, because, you know, comedy alone. I'm going to have comedy, money, a joke money.
Yes.
So you can't buy nothing serious.
Okay.
So I have to make sure I have a 9 to 5.
So what progress have we made, have you guys made in towards getting into?
Okay, well, we've been doing, like, you know, a lot of shows differently. But, like, for example, we don't have as much show. So, like, for example, you'll have a 1 show per month or a 2 show per month. But that cannot maintain and sustain the entire family because, you know, I have my family, I have to make sure. So, but I don't have any problem doing my shows on weekend and work within the week. So, like, I have a show which is called the Laugh and Dine, or Dine and Laugh, where we do a sitting setting, you know, create a meal, and then we do comedy in that type of setting. Then I have another one that's called Giggles, which something similar to what Johnny is doing presently, where we bar hop or venue hop. We find different location and we go there and we do comedy inside of that location. But it's a gradual process. We're in the process of doing it right now. And then presently, just this Thursday, I did a thing that is called the Laugh Before Christmas, which I did at the Ian Container Spot. So we are still in the process of spreading the word of comedy all over. Of penetrating the mainstream,
encroaching as much as you can on them.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, although we are doing all this work, remember, if it is not shown on mainstream TV, it seems that we're not doing anything.
I know that about Jamaica.
Yeah.
How we see things, we want to see it on TV. But you're eyeing and still very much moving towards that mainstream.
So this is what I've been doing. With some of my shows, every time I have a show, I normally invite an American comedian. That way, I can see exactly what is it that they do so that I can bring it over to the American audience. Because, you know, different from the fact that when you're watching somebody on the television, it's different than when you're in the same space as them performing. So I've been inviting them. You have a brother named Larry Dog, you have Ridiculous, you have Jay Smooth. You have some persons who I've been inviting to my shows to ensure that I watch and learn to see exactly what I want to bring forth into the next journey of my performances.
So it is still work in progress?
Yes, it's still work in progress. You know, you have to put the things together. Just like how Johnny is doing his thing for years now, and finally it seems like something is happening in regards to stand-up comedy. It's the same way we are doing the homework now, and then hopefully it will be fruitful later on.
How do people reach you now? Those watching right now want to book you. How would they reach you?
All right, if you want to get in touch with me, my name is Gunter Nah Laugh, and that's the name I use.
Gunter Nah Laugh.
Yes, which is my GUNTERNAHLAUGH. All right, so tomorrow, Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to roll out. Montego Bay Pier 1, which is Sunday the 17th. Just make sure when the roll come, watch Gunter live. Christopher Johnny Daly, Pretty Boy Fly, Mark Trinidad, and some other comedians bringing what is necessary for Jamaica right now. More laughter. Gunter in the building, reporting live.
You know what you need to do? Give me a joke before you go.
Yeah,
Give us a joke.
All right, listen to this now. Now you have some people that put all kind of things on their phone. Like, if, for example, you have a relationship with your girl, you put some unusual stuff in your phone for code. You don't need to do that. Especially, you know, most times you have a girl, she might be very attractive, but she's not so smart. You know? So I don't want to call her by the name. So what I do, instead of doing that, I just put a code like her name or a word that she can't spell. Like embezzled, chandelier, jacuzzi, and all these things. You understand what I say? She'd never go in on my phone. Then now you have some people out there who are giving their kids name that they can't spell themselves either. Yeah. And I give them name where them cannot even afford. Like Mercedes, Crystal, and Diamond. Give your children name that you can afford, man. Like Jojo, Candy, and these names. You understand what I say? Real talk, me I tell you.
So those who are hiding information on phones, you say, go for a word that...
Some word where
you know she can't spell.
Can't spell. Lingerie. So I say, just put in some name in your phone with them can't spell, man. Never go in your phone.
She can't get that.
No.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And you have some shirts with you. What are they about?
Yeah, you know, normally I used to do DVDs when I go to shows, but DVD